Amber. Welcome back to reality. I hope you had a fabulous Thanksgiving with your family and friends. I know I did. Spent a lot of time traveling in the car, so let me tell you, it feels good to be back home, back to normal. And before we get started, I wanted to say thank you for your sweet comments on the Get Ready With Me that I posted for Gunmetal and Tutus over the Thanksgiving break. I had a lot of fun filming that, and I'm already thinking I paired Gunmetal with a purple today if you're interested in another look. Or I know there are several of you that have started panning your Rock Pro palettes, so whoop whoop. Here is another look that you can use with the shade Slate if you are interested. So leave me a comment below if you're curious to see that Get Ready With Me. But yeah, I wanted to do a weird or waitlist it with my November empties because I have several products that are drugstore to high-end, and I have some repurchased products that I've changed my opinions on. So I thought that this would be a great time to give you an in-depth review since I finished them. So let's go on and get started. The first thing I have to talk about are two deodorants. My high-end version that I finished in the month of November was the Healthy Deodorant in the scent Vanilla Passion Fruit. You can find these at the Healthy Deodorant website or Sephora. They're kind of expensive for what they are. And drugstore, I finished a Dove Nutrium Advanced Care Nourished Beauty. So let me go on and talk about these separately. This La Vanilla Healthy Deodorant is a wear for me in the wintertime, a waitlist for the rest of the year. I say that because this is not an antiperspirant. So for me, living in the Houston area, it is way too hot around here to pull off wearing something like this for me. I don't like to sweat. This just kind of masks the odor temporarily. It's a hot mess for me. But in the wintertime, this is absolutely lovely. And I actually finished it really fast because I didn't realize how much of it I had gone through last winter. This is also a waitlist for me because I can't squeeze or twist up anymore from the bottom, and look at how much product is still left in there. I mean, I can see the plastic insert that it's stuck to, but it's kind of a waste considering you're paying over $10 for a deodorant like this. So I don't know, it's something to keep in mind, but the scent of this is lovely. It's not heavy. It's not going to interfere if you like to wear perfumes or body splashes. But like I said, this is a waitlist for me, except in the wintertime when I'm not sweating, because around here in Houston, it's been in the 60s and 70s. So it's cool enough where I can get away with not wearing an antiperspirant, but definitely not for me in the summertime when it is 100 degrees and ridiculous amounts of humidity. So, and then a deodorant that is a definite wear for me is this Dove Advanced Care. I love that the scent of this is very fresh. I used it all the way down to the bottom. And what I really love about this is I don't have to worry about razor burn if I've shaved and then I have to, apply deodorant right away. So if you're looking for a drugstore deodorant, definitely check out any of the Dove line. I've loved everything that I've tried from them. And this is just, par for the course. I love the moisturization. It doesn't leave me bumpy and rashy. Sometimes if I try antiperspirants, I notice that my skin color changes a little bit, which is kind of disconcerting to me. But this does not do that. So take your pick. Drugstore, definitely Dove. If you want to get your Sephora points and try something high-end, I do recommend the La Vanilla because they are lovely. They're expensive for what they are, but like if you purchase them in the next VIB Rouge sale, you can save it 20%, and then it's not quite so much of an investment. So there we go. Then let's jump into what I finished for high-end. I have a drugstore foundation that I finished and then a high-end. The drugstore foundation that I finished this last month was the CoverGirl and Olay Facelift Effect Firming Makeup. And then as far as high-end, I finished the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Serum Foundation in the shade Bare Linen. This one I'm in the shade Light as far as the CoverGirl. Let's talk about the CoverGirl. Both of these are waitlist for me. This one started off as a wear. Actually, well, they both started off as a wear. As far as the CoverGirl foundation, I generally love CoverGirl foundations, but something about wearing this I started wearing it at the end of September, October, finished it up in November. This got to be really heavy and cakey on my skin. It's the one time I just wasn't feeling a CoverGirl foundation because I loved the Clean Whipped foundation. I thought that this would be a similar consistency. I did use every last bit on a beauty sponge, and I did enjoy it when I first used it, but I noticed over time it just felt so congestive. Is that a word? Congesting on my skin, and I just wasn't thrilled with it. So I went back to using the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Foundation. This is a Waitlist for me if you use it with the Bare Minerals brush that comes with it. I purchased this originally off QVC. I do not like the brush at all. It turned into a wear for me when I started using it with the Real Technique sponge, dampened. This, the Bare Linen shade worked really well for me. It turned out a little bit yellow, so I kind of had to counteract it when I was using my Bare Minerals foundation powder, and then now the Maybelline Dream Wonder powder. But as far as like overall coverage, this is very medium coverage on its own, and then you can build it up to full coverage. It can look a little bit over the top as far as the yellow tones if you're not careful. So if you have light skin like I do, be real careful in how you shade pick. Go to a Bare Minerals boutique or go through Sephora where you can try a couple of samples, because they have these little sample sizes that you can get with your point perks, or if you go through Ulta, you can get them as gifts with purchase every once in a while. But definitely try a couple of shades, because it worked well for me as long as I made sure I shook it and used it with a damp sponge. But other than that, it could look really heavy, really cakey, and yellowy if I wasn't very careful. So both of these are Waitlists for me right now. And the foundation, I went back to my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation. I'm in love. It is my holy grail of drugstore foundations. Let's just put it out there. So, all right, now let's cover what I finished as far as MAC products, because I'm getting ready to go back to MAC and figure out what kind of lipstick shade I want. So I'm thinking of trying a nude. So I have a Cream Cup and I have Blankety. So leave me a comment below what your favorite nude shades are for the fall and winter, because I am in the market, because I have plenty of bold colors. In fact, I have a quick lippy haul in the next couple of days when I get my products from MAC and Bite Beauty that I purchased. So I definitely am in the market for a nude. So I would love your suggestions below. But I finished 3 things from MAC this month. The first one, this is a wait list. It is the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base. Not a fan. Not a fan. I don't know if it's just the time of year that I tried this. This is a lotiony consistency when it comes out of the pump. I tried it rubbing it into my skin in circular motions. I tried applying it like you would the Benefit Professional, where I just kind of, brushed it with my fingertips onto the skin and kind of an outward stroking motion. I tried patting it onto my skin. I just did not like this at all. I didn't feel like it did anything for me. I felt like it made the pores on my cheek area seem ginormous. So I'm glad to back to MAC this. I did my time and I got through it, but I'm just not feeling this at all. Maybe it was just the time of year that I tried it in. I might like this better in the spring. I don't know, but I'm glad to be done. And then I finished another bottle of the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Love this. It's holy grail as far as setting sprays. I missed this greatly as I was using the Urban Decay chilled setting spray. I just felt like that one was too soapy for me. Like the way it smelled was very soapy, and I felt like it enlarged my pores. So I'm definitely glad to be back to my Fix Plus, and I will never stray from you again until I find something better, because this is just epitome of setting sprays for me. And then I I finished another Finish 6 by Christmas item. I finished my liner over the weekend. So my Black Track Fluid line is done. So right now I'm actually wearing my Bobbi Brown Black Mauve Shimmer ink eyeliner, and I'm going to try out my Stroke of Midnight Maybelline Color Tattoo as a liner. So that way I keep in my stash. And like, I love the Bobbi Brown eyeliner with the look I'm wearing today, but as far as like wearing it with straight gunmetal, it's not doing it for me. So that's why I thought I would try Stroke of Midnight, and if I don't like Stroke of Midnight, I will go out and repurchase this. So this is a wear. I never had problems with this drying out. Just make sure if you have had problems, store them upside down. So whether they're in your makeup collection or in your vanity, store them like this so the air doesn't get trapped in the top of the container. Your product will last a whole lot longer without having to revive it, or you can revive it with eye drops, microwave. You can add glycerin. There's a couple ways. I know Encore Makeup did a fabulous reviving technique years ago, but I always make sure to store it upside down. Never have problems. So there we go with the MAC products. All right, now let's touch on eye bases. The two that I finished this month, my drugstore version would be the Maybelline Color Tattoo and Barely Branded. Holy cow, this took forever. And then as far as high-end, I finished the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I personally wear these together to make sure that my eyeshadow is bulletproof all day. So let's go on and get into how I feel about them. The Maybelline Color Tattoo and Barely Branded, excuse me, my nose is itchy. That is rude. I love this. Absolutely love this. This is a definite wear for me. I don't have a need to repurchase this anytime soon because I have a backup of Barely Branded, and I also have Barely Beige, so I want to circulate those through before I go out and repurchase this. But if you're looking for a drugstore fabulous eyeshadow base, definitely go check this out. This is part of the permanent line of the metal color tattoos. So you can find these at your grocery store or Target, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens. So also be on the lookout because I think, did I remember this correctly? Ulta in their recent catalog, Maybelline was like buy one, get one 50% off. So definitely go check out the Barely Branded Color Tattoo. And as far as the high end, my Holy Grail Too Faced Shadow Insurance, oh heck yes, this is a definite wear. I'm not going to repurchase it anytime soon because right now I'm using the Fergie Take on the Day Eye Primer, and then I've got a backup tube of the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer that I got with my Pro 2 palette, but this is a wear. My eyeshadow is bulletproof for 12 hours plus when I wear the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I applied this all over my lid from lid to brow bone, and then I go through with the Maybelline Color Tattoo and apply that to my lid. So, but either way, both of these definite wears. All right, now let's get into a couple of things that I finished in the shower. The first one is the Biore Deep Pore Charcoal Cleanser. I bought this thinking it was going to be like the Boscia Volcanic Ash Detoxifying Cleanser. It comes in a black bottle. No, this is not the same thing. This is a definite waitlist for me. I don't feel like it cleansed as well as the Boscia. I mean, it's great if you want a drugstore cleanser. This was a very intense black color. And my skin did feel clean after I used it, and kind of like menthol-y. I mean, it just felt like I could feel the air seeping into my pores. Does that make sense? But I missed my Boscia cleanser every time that I poured out a pump of this. It doesn't have the heating sensation that the Boscia cleanser did. It had a weird smell as I got halfway down the bottle, which was a little weird for me. You know, and I made sure to sanitize my Clarisonic brush head. I made sure that, you know, nothing was contaminating this, and still, like, it had a weird smell. So this is a waitlist. Ooh, waitlist as far as drugstore cleansers go. And then another thing that I finished that is a definite wear is a bottle of the Dove Go Fresh Cool Moisture Body Wash in the scent Cucumber and Green Tea. I think this has been my favorite scent. I really liked the Pistachio and Magnolia. I'm using the Winter Care as per recommendation of Anya Marie. Thank you, girl, because I've really been enjoying that as well. But this, I just love the scent of this. I have to go back and repurchase this as I finish the Winter Care. And I might go on and try the, what is the purple one? I don't remember right now. Maybe does it have like shea butter and something? I don't remember. And I've tried the Deep Moisture because I bought a little travel size bottle of that to take when I had my Thanksgiving family vacation plans. I didn't like it as well as I liked this. So if you're in the market for a Dove moisturizing body wash, because I don't have to use a moisturizer after these, which is fabulous because that's just time out of my day that I don't have. These are fabulous. And this cucumber green tea, it has been my favorite by far. And then one more thing that I finished in the shower, curly girl problem number one, you always run out of conditioner long before you run out of shampoo. I finished the Ren Pure Coconut Milk Nourishing Conditioner. This is a wear. If you have curly hair, you need to go check this out for yourself. I personally found this at my local HEB. You can find these online. I love this brand because there are no added chemicals. They are cruelty-free. They are vegan-friendly. You name it. They don't have parabens. They don't have salts. They don't have dyes. They don't have sodium chloride. They don't have salt, like gluten. I mean, just fabulous. Fabulous. This smells like coconut. It is a dream to use on curly hair. I use it in tandem with only about 5 pumps of the shampoo, hence why I went through this so fast. I have gone on and repurchased it, and today my hair's looking a little flat because it's rainy outside and humid, so sucks. Curly girl problems. But this is definitely worth your time if you have naturally curly hair and you want to wear your hair in all of its curly glory. So check that out. And then for my last 2 empties that go by my sink, the first one is a Waitlist. I finished the Crest Pro Health Clinical Gum Protection in the flavor Soothing Smooth Mint. Not a fan of this at all. I didn't like the taste of this. I felt like my gums were really sensitive and irritated after this. Waitlist. I would rather try other things. And I think the reason I didn't like it was because it has whitening agents in it. This does claim to reverse gingivitis if that's something that you're dealing with. But as far as the whitening agents, I think that's why my teeth were so sensitive. So not going to repurchase this. And then I finished a bottle of the Bath & Body Works Crisp Morning Air Deep Cleansing Hand Soap. I enjoyed this scent. I went during one of their sales and I stocked up on all the fall scents. This was just fresh and pretty smelling, very feminine. I liked the blue, so definite wear. And then and lastly, I have 2 products that I finished. I've already talked about this. This is the Bare Minerals Ready Bronzer in the shade The Skinny Dip. This was included in my Finish 6 by Christmas items. Definite wear if you have fairer skin tones. It is a matte bronzer that is perfect if you want an all-over glow. You could use a stiffer brush and use it for more defined contouring. Fabulous bronzer. I know a lot of you received samples of this and like various gifts with purchase or things. Definitely bring this out of your collection because I loved it. Loved it. And using a Sonia Kashuk brush, if you use this strictly for contouring, a bronzer this size took me 18 months to go through when I wore the High Dive. Commitment. Shall we say commitment? And then using the Real Techniques powder brush for an all-over glow, this took me about 6-7 months to get through. So quite a bit faster, just FYI, putting it out there. And then the last thing that I finished, this started out as a wear. It is a Waitlist now. it is the Maybelline The Rocket Mascara. I got the normal formula in Blackest Black. I loved this, the first tube that I had of it. I felt like my lashes looked voluminous, like false lashes. It was awesome. I used other mascaras and I bought a tube of this one, and I didn't like it. I was not feeling it. I tried it with my Lancome Steels Booster XL, didn't like it. I tried it with, other mascaras, didn't like it. I tried it on its own. I didn't like it. So definite waitlist for me. I feel like maybe if I wait and try other mascaras and go back to this, it's going to be like trying it new all over again. Perhaps I'll change my mind. But for right now, this is a definite waitlist. So that was a lot of empties. A lot. So hope you guys found that information helpful if you're looking to incorporate some new products, or if you're rotating things out of your collection via your weekly makeup baskets or project pans. So hope you guys enjoy your week, and once again, comment below if you'd like to see the get ready with me using this purple look. I'm wearing one of the Sephora Prismachrome eyeshadows with gunmetal today. So that's a wrap for right now. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.